And just about to get underway as the starting five. Coming to you live on this Tuesday. DA.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, DA. And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there at Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in at small forward. And for the Mavericks, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Now, here is Morris. Pass to Beverley. Just 5 on the clock. Clippers moving the ball around. Porzingis with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Doncic.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now Beverley. The pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You know, Porzingis keeps defenders on their toes because he's such a skilled player and has a bunch of moves.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Here's Leonard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Left side, Leonard passes to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Doncic outside. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Batum. Zubac in the post. Marjanovic on him. And Beverley kicks to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Back to Beverley. Pass to Batum. Leonard on the wing. And then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Here's Doncic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Beverley. Morris outside. He kicks it to Leonard. Back to Morris. Makes it off the glass. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney Smith. And here's Porzingis, covered by Morris. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Man passes to Rondo.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's George. The pass to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside for George. Passes it to Man. Here's Kennard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Burke finds Cauley Stein. Now here's Brunson. They could use a bucket. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks on top, up by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Man in at the 3 slot.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Powell. Cauley Stein up top. Outside Hardaway. Back to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Pass to Kennard. Leonard against Hardaway. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Hardaway goes in. Down low. Here's Powell. Cauley Stein. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Shoots from 12. Batum passes to Morris. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Inside, here's Porzingis. It's good for his 2nd make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Jackson kicks to Morris. And the pass to Kennard. There's Jackson with the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Doncic. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Kennard on the wing. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Reggie Jackson. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. That one goes. Count it. Leonard's got 8.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Richardson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Trey Burks checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Mavericks leading by 6. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. Leonard with the steal. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 10.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. And here's Morris for 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Cauley-Stein. Feeds it to Powell. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Morris. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. No good off the back of the rim. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Powell. He feeds it to Hardaway. Excellent D there from George. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Cousins, and the rejection by Marjanovic.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Finney Smith gets it to go. Finney Smith's got the lead up to 13 now for the man. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 10 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Back to Leonard. Lock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. 14 points for him.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You know, that's not an easy assignment. As Porzingis showed there, he's a lot to handle.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burks checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. George finds Zubac. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. 1:57 left here in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. And he converts the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
1:30 left in the third. Burke, the pass to Powell. Brunson with a clean look. No good from outside. Clippers trail by 15. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And here's Brunson. The dish to Burke. Back to Brunson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
And George with the stuff.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Hardaway with a wide open look. Cauley Stein dishes to Powell. Back to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And Beverly kicks to George. There's the pass to Morris. From 11 feet away, Powell pulls it in. And so it's Dallas in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 16. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in at the center.
That's just too easy. You got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr., very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
Rondo on top. Brunson covering. Rondo kicks to Beverley. Rondo passes to George. That one goes in.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Brunson against Rondo. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. 2 points. That one goes. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Rondo passes to Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Outside Leonard. The Clippers get another chance here. It's good.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And another basket for Dallas.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Clippers trail by 18. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Rondo dishes to Leonard. Doncic with the steal. Lob pass to Porzingis. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And there's the pass to Richardson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Clippers trail by 18. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Jacks up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic outside. From deep. Dallas moving it around. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Porzingis finds Doncic. From deep. The shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Now Beverly. Here's George, and the basket is good.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Finney Smith. On the wing, Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. Keeps it alive. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on Payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, Morris is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 3.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Morris passes to Porter. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Finney-Smith. Denver grabs the miss. Left side, Porter. Bull dishes to Porter. And stolen by Richardson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Back to Morris. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night. And here are the Mavericks now. Doncic outside. To the middle. Bogdanovic finds Doncic. The shot's good. Doncic has got 6.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Doncic with the steal. Porzingis inside. He's against Morris, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Millsap comes in for Bull, and it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. Porzingis can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Porzingis. The pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway with it. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Millsap's got his second bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Burke, the pass to Powell. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
There's Harrison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Low block shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Mavericks trailer. He lobs it up. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Harrison scanning the floor. On the wing, Porter. From downtown, Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Harrison. Outside Porter. No good on the three. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Brunson. Burke, the pass to Brunson. And the shot goes in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Harrison. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Powell. Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Feeds to Cauley Stein. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
Harrison passes to McGee. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Rivers. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
There is a determination that Austin Rivers brings on dribble drives. He will not fear contact. Believe that.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent. You love seeing Austin Rivers play in the pick and roll. Very seldom will he make a mistake orchestrating this look.
Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Pass to Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Doncic from the arc. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. On the left block. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Harrison.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Doncic against Rivers. Back to Doncic. Over Rivers. That doesn't go either for Doncic. For Denver, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. That one good for 2. Harrison's got 4 this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Doncic dishes to Redick. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there.
Pass to Millsap. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it to Rivers. No good with the triple. Now Doncic. He's got 8. Pass to Cauley Stein. Powell dishes to Doncic. Back to Powell. It's deflected. Stolen by McGee. Millsap inside. Can't cash in from close range. Redick with it. Picked up by Rivers. Was shot by Redick. No good. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Rivers passes to Najee. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And again, Denver no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
On the wing, Doncic. For the three. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Harrison's got 8 points. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
16 seconds left to play here in the half. Doncic dishes to Powell. Cauley Stein in the post. The pass to Finney-Smith. Millsap with the steal. Here's Najee. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the... And that'll do...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Cole is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Morris in at the 1. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Just 3 to shoot. Porzingis trying to get free.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Dwight Powell subbed in for Porzingis. Morris outside. This one for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Brunson with it. Now defended by Jokic. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Burke can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 3. To the inside. Here's Morris. Back to Jokic. Now the feed to Bol. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Cauley-Stein, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Denver.
And Cauley-Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Bol. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Jokic slams it in.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Doncic outside. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Morris passes to Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. For the lead. And the shot is long. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Takes the 13-footer, good as the jump shot falls. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Porter finds Morris. It's Jokic top of the key. The Mavericks pull it in. Cauley Stein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morris dishes to Porter. Outside Gordon. To the paint, deflects the pass, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Denver making a switch here. Rivers checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Marjanovic is checked in. Doncic against Morris. And a lot of... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Burke. Dwight Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Marjanovic in at the center position. And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Rivers with it. Najee passes to Rivers. Here's Najee. Pass to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Up and in on the layup.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Outside Hardaway. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Good on the bucket. Powell's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Rivers. uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Brunson scanning the floor. Hard away against McGee. Marjanovic passes to Brunson. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 3. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And that one's good. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Back to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Powell, the pass to Brunson. McGee up top. He's looking for Rivers and finds him.
Well, January 15th of 2015.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh. Here's Marjanovic. Nice move.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's the first that ties the game up. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Dallas, Zingas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Josh Richardson comes in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Marjanovic against Jokic. Shoots over Marjanovic. Denver the rebound. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic against Morris. Here's Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Now, here is Morris to the right side. Jokic kicks to Morris. Passes it to Bull. Now, Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there. Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Doncic feeling it out. Kicks it out to Richardson. There's the dish to Cauley Stein. Pass to Porzingis. Over Porter. The putback. Right side Porzingis. It's good.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Morris passes to Jokic. Yes!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Can't connect from long distance. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling it. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for The busy freeways of Los Angeles. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Morris. Cole is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum. And it's Morris in at the 4. Now here's Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here's Beverley following the basket by Jokic. Over to the wing and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Outside Gordon. Morris looking over the floor. And Morris throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Here's Beverley after the Nuggets pick up 2. 6 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. And so just over a minute and a half played. Morris passes to Bull. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Leonard kicks to Batum. Leonard against Porter. Leonard, no luck. For Denver, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Jokic, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Harrison comes in for Morris. Millsap's against Morris. Here's Batum. Morris finds Zubac. And it's Denver with the rebound. To the left wing. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Batum.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Jokic passes to Millsap. Now, here's Porter. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And they pick up 2. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Leonard. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Nicholas Batum. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Rivers. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Inside, the 9-foot shot. Zubac, that's good.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oturu in at the 5 spot.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to McGee. Back to Morris. Stolen by Jackson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he lays it straight in. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
A pass to Green. Floats it up for Millsap. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's George missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Now here is McGee. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Back to Millsap. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Green gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
Denver in the lead. Morris with the ball. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now here's Green. Misses the baby hook. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Nuggets trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the right side. Harrison scanning the floor. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Leonard. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Out to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside Porter. Trying to end the drought and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 4. Floats one. Bull. Great positioning on the putback. Bull's got his second basket.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Zubac. 6 points for him. Down low. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Rivers. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
11 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackson kicks to George. Here's Oturu, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Paul. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Well, for the Clippers, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, we can't look past the work that their reserves have. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there at Bull. Then it's JaMychal Green, then it's Rivers, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's George. Here's Kennard. Here's Cousins. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Jokic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the floor. And George with the stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Gordon against George. Jokic high post. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Jokic has got 8. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Nuggets pick up 2. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Porter comes in for Green, and Morris subbed in for Austin Rivers.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Leonard inside, guarded by Porter, and it's sent back by Jokic. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Leonard against Porter. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate. Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Batum with the 3, but they recover it. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
McGee finds Morris. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's a 6-point Nugget lead. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee.
Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty. So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Najee. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Leonard against Porter. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. McGee in the high post. Outside, Porter. Shoots over Leonard. They get the rebound. And McGee kicks to Porter. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Najee. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Oturu in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George passes to Jackson. Outside for George. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 4. One-on-one fast break. Poked away. A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Bull in for Michael Porter. Back to Gordon. Now the pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Now that's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to Kennard. Now here's Cousins. Guarded closely. It's tipped. Right side Jackson. Another shot. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from DeMarcus Cousins.
You see the feel from DeMarcus Cousins, tracking down the miss, then making good on the second chance opportunity.
Gordon kicks to Jokic. Back to Gordon. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Jackson passes to George. Over Rivers. Kennard for 3. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. Cousins, no one around him. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Denver leading by 4. Here's Harrison, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Kennard kicks to George. Pass to Oturu. Over Jokic. And the basket by Oturu. Oturu's got his first points in this one. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Rivers passes to Jokic. There's the dish to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Jokic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Michael Porter, he's jacked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Austin Rivers. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Rondo. Outside, George. Out to Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
The kick out to Porter. Gordon up on top, defended by George. Morris against Rondo. Now, here's Jokic. He's covered closely. Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Outside for Rondo. To the middle. It's tipped. Wants to get it to Morris and does. The pass to Man. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. George, no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And that one, good.
A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Rondo dishes to George. Passes it to Mann. Outside for George.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. So the Nuggets win it. A narrow win under Tiff. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. And it's George in at the 2 guard. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Back to Marjanovic. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
George passes to Morris. Tries to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Outside, Batum. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
A little ambitious on that possession. Trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And Beverly kicks to Morris. Back to Beverly for 3. He can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Richardson attacking. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And here's George. Back to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's George. There's the pass to Zubac. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center. 7'3" is Porzingis, and he can see everywhere on the court. Trust me, everywhere. Nice zip pass there.
Out to Morris. Wide open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now, here's Doncic. Tries yet again. Here's Marjanovic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Jackson. Kennard finds Rondo. Now here's Cousins. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Trey Burke comes in for J.J. Redick. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Brunson. Dishes to Cauley-Stein. Passes to Hardaway. Back to Cauley-Stein. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. Out to Hardaway. Over Leonard. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Burke. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. Back to Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Hardaway with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Cauley Stein. Ball stolen. Here's Leonard. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks leading. Powell down low. Kennard covering. Chalk up 2 there.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Leonard. Up in time. What a shot! Oh, yes. Amazing!
That would count.
Unreal.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Back to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. The feed to Cousins. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Cauley Stein, and Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Pettit comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Trey Burke. Pass to Morris. Back to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And George kicks to Zubats. Over Porzingis. Here's George. Up top, Morris. Richardson against Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. And obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Doncic outside. The shot's good. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Beverly dishes to George. Back to Beverly. George looking around. Zubats against Marjanovic. Now George. He's got 6 from past the arc. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. The drive by Doncic. Richardson, no luck. Clippers trail by 3. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Doncic with it. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
1:39 left in the first half. Beverly finds George. And here is Zubats. And the pass to Morris. Back to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Doncic outside. Shakes him. And the layup is good. Doncic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
On the wing, Morris. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside for Batum. Doncic with the steal. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson. Now here's Rondo. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Here's Leonard. 6-point game. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Jackson against Doncic. Out to the wing. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. He gets it up. That shot off the mark. And so it's Dallas with their lead step.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Trey Burke. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the center position. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Jackson passes to Leonard. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
George passes to Morris. The shot by George, wide open. Powell pulls it in.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Burke. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Beverly wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. Dallas shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Outside Hardaway. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Hardaway has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Morris finds Beverly. That shot misses, and the Mavericks going the other way now.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, this is where Cousins' size helps him to have a passing window to find open teammates.
Doncic outside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Passes it to Finney-Smith. And Doncic, here we go.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Outside Leonard. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 12. Inside. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside Leonard. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Doncic. He's got 13. Good on the shot.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Stolen by Brunson. And he lays it up and in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here is George. He has 6. Morris passes to Beverly, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
Count that bucket. George has got 9 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here's Brunson. He kicks it to Powell. Outside Hardaway. Brunson against Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Batum brings the double team. Stolen by Beverly. Outside Batum. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Paul George.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting is... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Dallas leading by 9. And Redick kicks to Marjanovic. Knocked loose. Pass to Brunson. Hardaway for 3. But they get it back. Redick is in the corner. And the 3 off target. Clippers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Oh, Rondo in position. Here's Mann, guarded by Marjanovic. Rondo passes to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's drained from the low block.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor. And that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Left side Hardaway. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball, and that one good.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Brunson, good.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. 4-on-3 break. Here's Doncic. Good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Kennard kicks to Cousins. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. They get it back. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Oturu. The shot will not fall. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Dallas leading by 9. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Beverly for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A pass to Porzingis. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. Oturu with the rebound. Clippers trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by the Clippers. Dallas shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. The pass to Doncic. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Dallas with a change here too. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Cousins against Porzingis. Can they get it? No good from Cousins.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
1:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Beverly against Doncic. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Leonard. And here is Los Angeles now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Beverly finds Leonard. Cousins with it over Porzingis. That one rolling around and rims out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Passes it to Doncic. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The Mavericks rebound. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And another shot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 9. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Paul Millsap. Rivers out there with Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at center. And for Dallas, they've got Richardson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Millsap. Kicks it to Rivers. Baseline try. Up again. Here's Porter. Back to Rivers. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Kept alive.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Marjanovic with it. And he gets the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Rivers passes to Jokic. He dishes it to Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Rivers kicks to Jokic. Millsap passes to Jokic. Jokic draws the double from 6 away, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And Denver with a change here, too. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Bull. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. To the paint. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
The Nuggets trail. Now Rivers. And there's the pass to Jokic. Outside Millsap. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And he gets it to go.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Rivers passes to Jokic. The shot comes out, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Richardson gets a wide open look. Porter pulls it in.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure. And, you know, you look at Porzingis, he's got his shot on automatic. Not much wasted motion in that stroke.
Passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here are the Mavericks now, after the Nuggets pick up 2. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway with a wide-open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. The kick out to Porter. Jokic. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Richardson's running with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I tell you what, energy and activity from Hardaway Jr. there, showing you exactly what it takes to keep plays alive.
And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Cauley Stein. Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Powell in at the power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Hardaway kicks to Burke. That three off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pulls up. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And here is Burke. Knocks it loose. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Burke. Dallas moving it around. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Makes it off the glass. McGee's got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to a spot and then make the defense compromise.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Porter. It's rebounded by Doncic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Harrison passes to Bull. Back to Harrison. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's Doncic. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Now, here's Bull. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Harrison. 6 to shoot. Good work defensively by Richardson. Mavericks leading by 5. To the inside. Out to Doncic. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Porter. And another miss by Denver.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. Rivers passes to Green. Here's Harrison. Back to Green. Rivers gets a wide open look. And again, Denver no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Millsap finds Green. They need this one. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 7. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Now the dish to Doncic. Three-pointer. And Marjanovic with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Doncic with it. 6 points for him. Again, the Mavericks score.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Harrison. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Green. Doncic with the block.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that should do it with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So out there for the Nuggets right now. Porter is out there with Rivers. Then there's Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Millsap in at the small forward position. Here's Rivers. The Mavericks making the shot. And finished off by Rivers.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Cauley Stein. Good defense by Jokic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Millsap dishes the ball, and that one drops.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
Rivers against Brunson. Pass to Cauley Stein. Jokic with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
Now here's Burke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Runs in the pass to Burke. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Pass to Marjanovic. Doncic against Rivers. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Rivers scanning the floor. With the fadeaway. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's 12 points for Jokic.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Doncic outside. Tries from 10, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
Rivers passes to Jokic. Dishes to Gordon. To the middle. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Gordon goes in, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Look at Gordon knife through that defense, getting ahead of steam on his way to the basket and flushing that dunk home.
Now Doncic, 12 points for him. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Jokic with the steal. Porter dishes to McGee. Lays it up off the glass. McGee's got 6.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Here's Morris. The Mavericks making the shot. Passes it to Jokic. Gordon inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
It's stolen by Morris. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Jokic is really good in these pick-and-pop situations. He loves them, and he executes them very well.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley-Stein's checked in. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Burke, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward. Here's Brunson. Bull making his last shot. Brunson finds Burke. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Good, nice job down low. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. Outside, Green. From the arc. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Pass to Powell. He kicks to Burke. Brunson with a clean look. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 7. And it's Gordon penetrating at the elbow. Bol. Gordon with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. Here's Bol. 2 free throws coming up, and they called it. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Austin Rivers comes in for Gordon, and Morris subbed in for Harrison. Brunson, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. Yep, it counts.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And Denver also making a switch. Jokic is checked in. Stolen by McGee. And Millsap, here we go. The open shot, Jokic, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Jokic to take the lead, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks leading, and now the fast break. Doncic with the ball, and Doncic throws it down.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Now, here is Morris. High arcing shot. Look at the clock, a little over 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Rivers finds Millsap. Up top, Morris. To the paint, and it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic. And no good. Good work defensively by Morris. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Rivers kicks to Millsap. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for Morris, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. A nice shot by Rivers.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
In the dunk by Doncic.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Rivers. Hole with it. Bojanovic on him. Porzingis with the block. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Lets the three fly. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the double. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for... And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Batum in its small forward. And for Denver, they've got Porter, Paul Millsap out there with Bol. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Jokic in its center. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Now, here's Jokic. Rivers with it. Jokic finds Millsap. Floats it up for Jokic. And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Zubac. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 5. Good defense by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Here's Rivers. He kicks it to Bol. The pass to Jokic. Back to Millsap. Fires from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really, over the last few years, Millsap has really improved that outside shot. Now capable of stretching the defense.
Now, here is George. Batum wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Porter looking it over. Millsap dishes to Porter. He feeds it to Bol. And the dunk by Bull.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now here's Beverly. The feed now to George. Zubac trying to break loose. Back to Beverly. Outside for Batum. 5 to shoot. George passes to Batum. Here's Morris. And Bull pulls it down.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Inside, Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
George finds Beverly. Morris outside, pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. The Nuggets leading by 4. And here's Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Down low. Here's Bull. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Beverly against Rivers. Morris. Here's Zubac. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Millsap passes to Jokic. Porter kicks to Jokic. A second chance effort. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clippers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by George.
Yeah, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Jokic. 44 seconds left in the first. On the wing, Porter. Offensive rebound.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clippers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. George looking over the floor. Outside for Batum. And the pass to Zubac. And here's Beverly. Pass to George. Over Porter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, he does not let the duress of that shot clock dwindling down affect his poise. Paul George just so patient.
Rivers passes to Jokic. No good on the triple. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 6. And the And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Oturu in at the 5, down low.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Jackson. McGee with the block. Inside, here's Najee. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Leonard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Now Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And McGee kicks to Morris. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Passes it to Cousins. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Oturu, the pass to Leonard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Denver. Rivers comes in for Monte Morris. The Clippers also making some changes. Nance checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Harrison. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Tipped away. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Mann. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's Rondo after Austin Rivers scored. Leonard looking around. And he elevates for the slam dunk. JaVale McGee did not like that.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Here's Harrison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks to Rivers. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard attacking. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Kennard. Pass to Mann. Takes a three. And it's Denver with the rebound. 1:25 left in the first half of basketball. The pass to Harrison. Feeds to Green. Outside Gordon. 6 to shoot. Rivers dishes to Green. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets. Here's Rondo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Harrison. The dish to Rivers. Pass to Green. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Cousins.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now here's Rivers. Count that one. Rivers has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Austin Rivers knows how to navigate through defenses, puts the ball on the deck and gets to his spot.
Rondo with the ball. Passes it to Leonard. Floats it up for Cousins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What's better as an alley-oop partner than a man with great length and great hands? Go to work, DeMarcus.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Great. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Bowles. Bowles is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Millsap in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Morris after the Clippers pick up 2. Pass to Jokic. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Morris kicks to Beverly. Back to Morris. There's the pass to Zubac. Beverly wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Porter trying to free himself up, and he comes up with the deuce. Bulls got 6.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Beverly, the pass to George. To Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks the ball. Passes it to Jokic. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Batum with the ball. Back to Zubac. The pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Jokic. Over Morris. And it's Jokic missing.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
To the inside, Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Millsap. 7 points in the game. Morris kicks to Millsap. Passes to Jokic. No good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Back to Beverly. Outside for Batum. George against Millsap. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Jokic. 44 seconds left in the third. Back to Morris. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Batum passes to George. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Zubac finds George. Back to Zubac. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And the rejection by Cousins. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Luke Kennard, Reggie Jackson out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's man in at the power forward position. Here's Rondo after Austin Rivers scored. Outside Leonard. Back to Rondo. Here's Kennard, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Rivers. Now Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Leonard. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Najee to the middle. McGee dishes to Gordon. McGee inside. Kennard covering. The 11-footer. McGee's shot is off. Clippers trail by 4. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside for Jackson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Gordon. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And he makes the first.
Well, there's a versatility and a fearlessness about which Aaron Gordon goes about his business. This guy can be an effective two-way player who's got to keep working on the defensive end.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Najee passes to Rivers, and finally they hit one. Rivers has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
And there's the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. He dishes it to Cousins. Pass to Kennard. 5 on the clock. Cousins, the pass to Oturu. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot off that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Passes it to Najee. Back to Harrison. Dishes it to Rivers. Pass to Najee. Knocked away. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Kennard with the ball. Six on the shot clock. Now here's Leonard. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And then Gordon the dunk.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The pass to O'Toole. The dish now to Cousins. Outside Leonard. To end the run. Basket counts.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Rivers. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kennard against Gordon. Now Rivers. Najee passes to Rivers. To the paint. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Rivers. Over Jackson. Rivers can't get it to go. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 10. McGee with the block. And here's Gordon. Passes it to Najee. Back to McGee. Kicks it to Rivers. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.